The moment I trying to walk you through step by step of connecting your AWS account for people that have AWS, giving you step by step of how you can connect. Okay, so that is what I want to quickly do right now. So, the moment so that's what I want to quickly do. So this is again the MVIT. What do you call it? The cloud platform, the AI cloud platform to for cost, particularly designed for cloud cost optimizations. Okay, so here we are able to over here you learn how to connect AWS. So let's particularly focus on this right now, and so that we can actually see more. I believe you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay. Let's see. I believe you can. So if you look at the here particularly, you see the AWS, which is you can connect your AWS to. This is how if you go to how to connect, then you search for what you really want to connect. You want to do AWS, right? So you follow this guide. It will help you just do it yourself on how you can connect your AWS account. And then with this, you are able to step by step. There are prerequisite things you need to do on the AWS side for JerichoAI to actually support you, provide cost optimizations. We see that you need to understand that the AWS, GCP, Azure, and all the cloud infrastructure, they are there to help you. So, as a builder or an innovator that wants sustainability, you want to the platform that were built and the model we have trained actually use analytics, predictive recommendations, and different type of technology, particularly some proprietary algorithm that helps you to look at various factors from reference architecture, from technology stack, from method, procedures, and some engineering principle based on years, many decades of uh, system engineering, system architecture, platform design, platform engineering, and modernizations to support you to reduce costs. Of course, performance of your product is very important. And that is why here in MVIT, and what we have done with Jericho is to train specifically to support you reducing the width, the cost overload, to make sure that you can do a lot of things. So if you want to connect your AWS, particularly, like I said, this is just a guide. You can come to this place and there are steps, actually five, three, a kind of 3 to 4 various steps you need to do to be able to save those particular things on the cloud, right? And then if you click there, you are only providing the read-only access, create a specific user, use only access to the platform to see. And then again, you also have your performance, kind of your you have to create the export where we also see data, right? You have under the export and data, you have to now export the data and then select the standard data export. You give it a name that you can, of course, remember, and then the data table content. You have to select CUR 2.0, just similar to what you have here. By the time you do all that and have all your information, you are able to provide to us Of course, this is your name just to remember this account you are adding, because there are possibility you have more than one, two, three times, or some people have n number of cloud account based on the various subscriptions, and you are able to identify them one by one. Okay, and then with this identification, you are able to provide the access key ID, the access, the AWS secret key, and then the bucket name that you have created. You must know that we don't have access to any of your stuffs at all, right? So let me quickly log in and then you will see what I'm talking about. So let me log in. I'm using GCP to log in to the platform. Then this is my account. So once you are in, you go to your integration. Once you are in, you go to integration and you link your cloud account. If you have already linked before, you see the one, I linked one before. By the way, it's not only AWS, we support the major cloud. So you can use that, but I have a cloud AWS, so I'm adding AWS for now. And then you can add it like I mentioned. All this, I've done it before, right? So I'm going to just go there to provide this information. So if for the first time, once you do it for the first time, you need to wait 24 hours, minimum, maximum 24 hours. Your data can start coming early based on the time we're able to now understand everything. But within few hours, not more than 24 hours, you will have data to actually begin to pour in your data into our platform. I did have one before for MVIT, and I've done the prerequisites. So I'm just going to copy this, and that is in my key there, the access the access key ID. Then I have my access secret code here, of course. Then I also have the bucket name that I've created. I have the bucket name that I've created, and I will give it uh, MVIT because that is the name. I could have many other things, so I'll call it MVIT AWS account. Then I'll connect. Okay, it's saying invalid bucket name. Of course, the bucket name is invalid. This should be the bucket name. So I did wrong thing. This should be the bucket name because it has to tarry to whatever you have created before now. It has to be the same. So I go back and I copy the access key. Okay. Then I put to this place, right? Let's connect. Great. So you can see that AWS connector successfully created. And if I come to this place, you will see this is what I have just created. So this is what I've just created, and then you will have to wait for some time. Of course, I have this. The data is still loading. The data that you see coming now actually are for prior data from the other connector that I have before. But once after some time, you will see the data coming, and we are able to tell you where you need to save, right? Different thing you need to do. Presently, there is nothing on open recommendations. There's nothing on open recommendation. These were recommendation that I've applied before now. So we will need to wait and see how the data come in. Does that make sense? And so it's an easy stuff that to you will see everything that keep flowing in terms of how the data is behaving. You will see all of that by yourself. So, and then your recommendation is trying to load the data if there is data, but I just connected, right? So you need to wait for some time. Okay. Normally, of course, from an hour, 1 hour time to all the way to 24 hours, depending on how you are doing it. And the data will sync, and our language model begin to do the monitoring, begin to do detection, predictions, does a lot of things for you. So, and then just for your understanding, we do have it for free. It's a free for 14 days. Actually, I created this account 2 days ago. It's free for 14 days. And then if you have, you can use it within the 14 days to do a lot of saving actually. And then this data refreshes as well, okay, from time to time. So we keep watching it and all that. So again, it's a very straightforward platform that if you know how to connect and able to see everything, follow the process, and then you are able to connect your product. Does that make sense? And you can connect with our team if you want them to support you, do the onboarding and everything. Our team are available to really help you to fix everything that actually need to be fixed by the way. And some of the menu, I mean the features, we are still working on that. Does that make sense? But recommendation, yes. After some time, you will see data. Of course, you see data. This is still the old data that is still coming. This is old data. The new one is still running. After some time, you will see that you have recommendations, and then you have everything. If you want to reset, you can also reset them. If you want to refresh, you can also refresh everything. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Maybe so. This is how the product works. You can test. It's for free. Data is still, of course, loading. No data right now, and that is why you see a lot of order. And so let's keep checking and see how it goes. So, but the important thing is that once you create account, remember to link the cloud account. Okay, that is what I want to just showcase. We are here in real time. We'll be able to use the product to save you a lot.